Lord, at this moment when my heart seeks peace, I place myself before you with all that I am. I bring with me the weariness that has accumulated over the days, the anxieties that have hidden in my thoughts, and the weight that the hours have left on my shoulders. You said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Today I come, not with rehearsed words, but with an open heart, asking that you teach me to rest in you. How many times do I try to carry alone what is too heavy? How many times do I think that control is in my hands, when in fact it is in you that I find true relief? At this moment, I surrender the failed attempts, the plans that didn't work out, the doubts that prevent me from moving forward, and the wounds that have not yet healed. May your presence envelop every part of my being and teach me to breathe again. You know the weariness of a mind that overthinks, of a body that is exhausted, and of a heart that searches for meaning. You know the silent struggles, the sleepless nights, the hidden tears. Even so, your invitation remains. Come to me. So I come, even though weary, even without strength, even without knowing what to say. I simply come, because I know that in you there is rest. Calm the thoughts that rise like waves. Silence the fear that tries to shout louder than faith. Teach me to trust even when I don't understand, to rest even when the path seems uncertain. May each breath be a reminder that you are here, near, present, taking care of every detail, even if I don't see. At this moment, I don't ask that you take the weight of life from me, but that you give me lightness to walk with wisdom. May your love be the refuge where I find peace. May my hands, tired of trying to solve everything, learn to let go and trust. May my eyes, clouded by weariness, find again the sparkle of hope. Lord, accept my heart as it is, with doubts, with flaws, with imperfections, and show me that your rest does not depend on circumstances, but on your presence. Teach me to live one day at a time, to value the simple things, to see your hand even in the details that seem small. In this prayer, may I seek not only comfort, but transformation. May the rest I find in you be more than fleeting relief. May it be renewal, strength, and direction. May I learn to walk lightly, to serve with love, to listen with patience, and to live with gratitude. Because the rest that comes from you is not an escape from reality, but the strength to face it with peace. Today I choose to pause, take a deep breath, and remember, the rest I seek is in you. You are the shelter in the midst of the storm, the rest in the midst of the rush, the gentle voice that brings calm amidst the noise of the world. May every word spoken in this prayer find an echo in those who hear it, so that together we may find true rest, the rest that comes from fully trusting in you. Lord, now that my heart is beginning to calm down, I realize how many things I carry that I no longer need to bear. They are memories that weigh me down, words that hurt, old guilts that still insist on resurfacing. I carry fears disguised as responsibility, worries that don't change tomorrow, and anxieties that steal the present. And even knowing that you invite me to rest, I often continue trying to solve everything alone, as if the world depended solely on my hands. But right now, I want to let go. I want to give you everything that no longer fits inside me. The pain I hide from others, the thoughts that tire me, the demands that make me forget I'm human. Teach me to truly trust, not just with words, but with my heart. May I learn to rest not after everything is resolved, but while I walk this path, believing that you are with me every step of the way. You know how hard it is to let go of control. You know how much the mind struggles between wanting to trust and the fear of losing its way. That's why I ask, hold my hand when I try to rush time. Show me that your rhythm is perfect, that your care never fails, that your silence also speaks. Teach me to see that sometimes relief lies not in changing what surrounds me, but in changing what I carry inside. I want to learn to rest without giving up. I want to understand that resting isn't abandoning the path, but walking lightly, knowing that there's a purpose in everything. May the burden I carry be transformed into learning, and may the pain I feel become fertile ground for something new to blossom. May I be able to look back and see not the weight, but how much I've grown by trusting. Lord, on many days, the weariness isn't just physical, it's of the soul. It's the weight of smiling when everything hurts, of moving forward when the heart is confused, of appearing strong when all I want is a lap where I can simply exist. That's why I come to you without masks, not with the strength I wish I had, but with the sincerity of someone who needs rest. Allow me to feel your presence as a peaceful refuge where I can stop without being judged, where I can cry without needing to explain, where I can simply be. I want this moment to be more than words, to be an encounter. May your peace go beyond my understanding and reach the most hidden areas of my soul. When fear comes, remind me of your invitation. Come to me. When discouragement tries to overcome me, remind me of your care. When I forget who I am, remind me that I am loved. May each sigh be a reminder that I am not alone, and that true rest is not the absence of pain, but the presence of trust. Today, I surrender what weighs me down, the expectations that were not met, the attempts that failed, the plans that needed to change. I surrender the relationships that demand more than I can give, the words I never managed to say, and the dreams that have not yet come true. I place everything before you, because I know that your care is greater than my understanding. May my heart become light and my mind find rest. May my days cease to be a race and become a path of learning. May I learn to rest without guilt, to stop without fear, to breathe without haste. May the rest promised by you become real within me, and may I carry it wherever I go, like one who carries a peace that the world cannot take away. Lord, now that I've begun to let go of the burdens that were weighing me down, I realize how silence can also be your voice. There are times when I expect quick answers, visible signs, immediate solutions. But you teach me that rest also comes when I learn to listen to what silence wants to say. In the quiet of the soul, hope begins to sprout again. You know how much the human heart needs new beginnings. You know that often what we need most is not for everything around us to change, but for something to awaken within us. Today, I ask that you awaken what weariness has lulled to sleep. Rekindle the glow of faith that time has tried to extinguish. Breathe life upon the dreams that seemed dead, and make the desire to continue believing reborn in me. There are wounds that don't show, but hurt deeply. They are marks left by words, by absences, by difficult choices. Some still bleed silently, others have become scars that teach. May each wound find healing in your care. May your love touch what no one else can reach. Where there was pain, may understanding be born. Where there was loss, may wisdom be born. Where there was fear, may trust flourish. The rest you offer is not merely momentary relief, it is a rebuilding. It is a process that transforms a weary heart into a dwelling place of peace. Therefore, at this moment, I ask that your breath bring renewal upon me. May your love make me see that each pause is an opportunity to begin again, better. May even forced pauses, delays, and waiting periods have a purpose. Teach me to care for what is essential. May I learn to choose less rushing and more presence, less demandingness and more gratitude. May my heart become fertile ground for good, and may my words be seeds of peace. May I learn to live with purpose without losing lightness, to work diligently without losing calm, to dream with courage without losing faith. When the body grows weary and the mind exhausted, show me that true rest is not merely physical. It is born when I stop fighting against what I cannot control, when I accept what has passed, forgive what hurt, and trust in what is yet to come. Rest happens when the soul finds refuge in the certainty that you are taking care of it, even when I don't see the result. May hope visit me again. May the days to come not be merely a repetition of yesterday, but new chapters written with your presence. May joy bloom again in simple ways, in light laughter, in sincere encounters, in peaceful dawns. May I learn to value the small signs of your care, an unexpected hug, good news, the fresh air after the rain. May I learn to see the extraordinary within the ordinary. Lord, renew in me the weary faith, not the faith that demands proof, but the faith that rests even without understanding. Renew my perspective on life so that I may see possibilities where before I saw only ends. May I learn to believe that there is always something new being prepared, even in the quietest days. May I understand that your timing is different from mine, and that your care is never late. Today, I choose to trust again, even without answers, even without guarantees, even with my heart still learning to rest. I choose to believe that your rest is not the end of the road, but the beginning of a new journey, lighter, freer, more peaceful. May this be a time of renewal, of blossoming, of healing, and of the hope that can only be born from you. Lord, as the day passes and night arrives, I realize that time changes, but your care remains the same. When the sun shines and everything seems clear, it's easy to feel your presence, but when darkness covers the path, that's where I learn the value of faith. Teach me to understand that you don't come and go. You are always here, in every breath, in every moment, in every silence. There are days when the soul awakens light and grateful, and there are others when it wakes up tired, even before the day begins. In both, you remain. In the laughter that echoes and the tear that falls, in the embrace received and the solitude felt, you are present. And it is this presence that gives meaning to rest, because there is no true rest without the certainty that I am not alone. When the hours seem long and sleep doesn't come, I want to remember that even in the quietest night, there is your light, that your care doesn't depend on my strength or my spirit. You watch over me when I sleep and sustain me when I wake. You know what I say and also what I keep silent, and even when I can't find the words, my heart continues to be heard. Teach me to recognize your presence in the small details of everyday life, in the birdsong, in the wind touching my face, in the distant sound of rain, in the coffee warming my hands, in the gaze of someone listening attentively. Everything simple becomes sacred when I realize you are there. May I never grow accustomed to your presence, but rediscover it each day like someone surprised by a new sunrise. There are times when the mind is restless and the body finds no rest. In those moments, I want to learn to rest in you, even with the world in motion. May peace not depend on the silence around me, but on the serenity within. May I understand that rest is not the absence of struggles, but the certainty that amidst them I do not walk alone. You are the same, at dawn, and dusk. You are company at work and rest at night. You are strength in decisions and tenderness in moments of weakness. You are the one who walks beside me even when I don't understand. And when the heart gets distracted and tries to go on alone, it is you who gently calls, reminding me, "Come to me." May my life become a constant dialogue with you. May I learn to converse in silence, to listen with my heart, to rest in your presence without needing to understand everything. May each day become a living prayer, made not only of words, but of actions that reflect trust. When the days are joyful, may I acknowledge you in gratitude. When they are difficult, may I find you in hope. May I learn to rest both in moments of triumph and in moments of waiting, because I know that your care does not change according to circumstances. It is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Lord, thank you, because even when the world seems unstable, you remain steadfast. When everything changes, you continue to be a refuge. When everything fades, you are light. May this constant presence teach me to live in peace at any time, morning, afternoon, or night, because in every moment there is an invitation from you to rest. May my soul learn to rest not only when all is well, but also when my heart is still learning to trust. May I know how to find you in joys and sorrows, in victories and losses, in beginnings and ends. Because true rest is born from this certainty. You never sleep, never leave, never stop caring. And when I realize this, my heart is still. Life goes on, but the weight becomes light, because everything that is surrendered to you finds meaning and peace. Lord, after all that I have lived and spoken before you, I realize that the rest I have so longed for is not just in stopping, but in trusting. True rest is born when I understand that I don't need to control everything, that I don't need to understand every step, that I am not alone in life's journey. You call me not to flee the world, but to walk in it with a peaceful heart. Now I can look back and see how much I carried without realizing it. The burdens of worry, the fears disguised as strength, the demands that kept me from peace. But today, before you, I learn that rest is not weakness. It is courage. Courage to let go of what doesn't belong here, to stop what drains me, to believe that there is a greater care sustaining everything. May I carry this peace with me, like one who carries a burning flame that is not extinguished by the wind. Even when life demands haste, may I choose to breathe deeply and remember that time is in your hands. When fear comes, may I remember your invitation, "Come to me." And when loneliness tries to visit me, may I remember that I am never alone. Lord, teach me to live lightly, to walk without rushing, to do what I can and give up what I cannot. Teach me to accept cloudy days, to embrace what I don't understand, to rest even amidst the movement. May your rest make me a more serene, more patient, more whole person. May I be a channel of peace for those who approach me, and may my presence bring comfort to those who also feel weary. Today, I rest in you with a grateful heart. I thank you for the battles that taught me to depend more on you, for the silences that taught me to listen, for the pauses that showed me the value of simplicity. I thank you for the times when the path seemed difficult, but revealed your faithfulness, and for each new dawn, where your mercy invites me to begin again. May your peace remain with me at all times, in bright mornings, silent afternoons, and nights that call for calm. May your rest be the refuge where I always find shelter. May I learn to live with hope, to serve with love, to forgive sincerely, and to trust with all my heart. Because your rest is more than a pause. It is new life, renewed strength, faith that flourishes even in the most difficult seasons. Lord, Thank you for teaching me that rest is more than just stopping. It's remaining in you. May I carry this truth with me every day, and may it become the foundation of my journey. May everyone who hears this prayer also feel this touch of peace, this relief that comes from your presence, this certainty that in you there is rest for the soul. And so, with a light heart, a peaceful mind, and renewed faith, I rest. Not just for a moment, but as a life choice, because the rest that comes from you has no time limit, no end, no end. It is continuous, profound, true. It sustains me, heals me, and restores me. Amen.